Oh! Wait, where's my bling? How? How's life? LonerBox wants to talk. Was it Dan's idea of the weird aspect ratio and anything else? Yeah, he said he wanted chat embedded in the stream on the side thing. So I was like, okay. Bridges is my pet. I give Dan more freedom on anything else.
You're Jewish. If you're Jewish and you have that position, there's like a 50-50. You actually are going to have to deal with the ire of your family. I'm Jewish. My dad's been a Zionist his whole life. When October 7th happened, he said, I loved Hamas, and now he's against Israel. Let's go, Dad. Let's go. Okay, Denim, sit down and eat your sabra. Stop. Stop. It looks
nice. LonerBox.
Yeah, I need to clarify something. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want me to short circuit this entire?
Right?
Do you want me to short circuit this entire argument, or do you want to do it for real?
What?
What?
You cut out completely. I just heard the entire argument.
Oh yeah. Do you want me to fast forward this whole argument, or do you want to do it?
Yeah, fast forward it.
Okay. You're going to come in and you're going to say, well, sabra actually is just a brand of hummus that a lot of people in the Middle East might not like, so it's a way to make fun of people that like bad food, and it might even be a clever joke on Israelis stealing food from other cultures, so it's actually not as bad as it seems. My retort to that is going to be, juxtaposing Arab and Jew in any manner on a chart is incredibly fucking cringe, and that if I were to do something like, oh, at the very top is like fine dining enjoyers or Caucasians, and then at the bottom I do like watermelon and fried chicken enjoyers, obviously people would have a huge fucking problem with it, so I think it's insanely fucking cringe. And then your retort to that might be something along the lines of like, yeah, but maybe we could fix it on things that they do that are worse, or instead of like going to these things that might be defensible. And then my retort to that would be that like these people wouldn't cut anybody any slack on the other side for literally fucking anything. So charts like these are fucking insane. And when they're already on the record as being like pro-terrorist supporters or whatever, I'm not going to cut them any slack on any of this stuff. That would be my assumption of where like the argument would go. And then you can tell me if we would make any different arguments or go. Hit me up.
Yeah, no, I just think it's still, you can do the whole like, yeah, it's still bad, but it still matters to be accurate, because at least in my experience of left-wing discourse and people who talk about sabra, the general understanding of any far leftist on sabra is mid-hummus, Israelis, European colonizers, and also they gave money to genocidal troops. I don't think that many far-left people actually know that sabra even means Jew who was born in Israel.
Sure, but the fact that it even has the association, like, God, fuck. I'm trying.
I know what you're saying.
No, wait. Here, this isn't even what I'm saying, okay? Look, when I look at shit like this, okay? Remember how, nobody knows this because I haven't gone over it yet because it's the election season, okay? But we had our whole trip through Israel, okay, where I got radicalized in the beginning, and then I was pulled back from the edge by talking to so many good leftists and seeing the Palestinians, right? But this shit, can you imagine Dr. Mordecai looking at this going, see, it is the Arabs against the Jews, even in your entertainment, right? That's what he would be saying. Why the fuck would you ever think a chart like this is even remotely appropriate? It's just insane to me. Why would you do this?
Yeah, because again, okay, I don't even know what you call it, but I'm not saying that the chart's okay. I even said because one of the guys said, you hate Arab food, that's why you like sabra, because these people don't know that Israelis eat Middle Eastern food because they're from the Middle East. Yeah. So I know that argument, okay? Mm-hmm. I'm just saying I don't think that any of them were thinking at the time, because my chat has decided that they actually know that sabra also means Jew who was born in Israel, and that's what they're secretly thinking as they use hummus as the fucking...
Oh, sure. No, that might be true, but like that's almost worse, because it just means that they just are managing to be anti-Semitic in like an intuitive and natural way as like fake Arabs. That's just wild to me, I think.
Yeah, maybe it's worse, but that's all I'm saying. I'm just saying that I don't think any of them knew that, like, we're thinking we actually mean sabra as in Jew born in Israel whilst we do this. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, possibly. Yeah, that might be the case.
No, it is the case. 100%. It's like because the typical trope on sabra is just European IDF. That's it.
Wait, what's the difference?
The difference is that they don't actually know, like, that whole thing of that sabra being Jew born in Israel, like that code thing. I don't think they're using the hummus as a kind of like as a front for what they actually believe.
Oh, no, wait.
We actually mean Jew born in Israel.
What's the difference between Jew born in Israel versus European IDF?
The difference is that
because when I hear Jew born in Israel, in my mind, what I'm thinking is and I fully admit I could be wrong. I'm not this culture, right? But in my mind, what I'm thinking is the implication is always that Jews are outsider. Oh, you're Jewish, you're Israeli? Yeah, because you were born in Israel as like a European Jew. You weren't born anywhere else in the Middle East. You're not a real, Middle Eastern person. That's what the implication means. So when you say European IDF, and then you say that's a lot different than is a Jew born in Israel, those sound like almost synonymous with one another, or they get at the same point.
No, when I say European IDF, I'm just shortcutting the idea that they think hummus is like Sabra is just bad hummus because they think the Israelis are Europeans who came in and did the Middle Eastern culture badly, and then also when I say IDF, I mean like the Sabra literally has given free meals to soldiers. Like that's what I mean by
that sounds IDF. It's more or less the same thing. It's a dog whistle for like fake. They're not Middle Eastern. They don't belong there, right? It's all hinting at the same thing. No?
Yeah, no, that's my take. Yeah, but it sounded like, and again, this is what people in my chat were thinking, is that they think that people were at that panel are secretly aware that Sabra actually also means Jew born in Israel, and they're just using the hummus as a front for.
Sure, that might not. They probably don't know that, maybe. Although, I mean, this is assuming that every single person here hasn't ever like wikied it or whatever. But I'm making that sound like it's impossible. But that could be the case, like legitimately. But even if that is the case, it's either just as bad or then worse that they just happen to be hitting on like one of the most anti-Semitic Middle Eastern tropes, like by accident.
Yeah.
That Jews, all
exactly
Jews are for.
Yeah,
but that's insane, right? Also, I was gonna watch this on screen, but I can't. I get too upset at this. It's insane to me. Have you seen the full VOD of this? I watched it last night.
I didn't watch the full VOD. I got like.
Do you know who the first person they pull up is?
No.
It's fucking HASAN. That they say is like, oh yeah, Arab.
Oh, they put him in Arab, right? Yeah, because he's a
Turk who ruled over the Arabs in the Ottoman Empire.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
It's so white. Okay, can I ask you a culture question? Because I want to attack over, but I don't actually know the answer. What do people ever refer to themselves as Lebanese? And when they do, what does that mean? I tried to read a little bit on this yesterday, but it seems complicated.
What do you mean referring to yourself as Lebanese?
So obviously there's no Lebanese ethnicity, and the nationality, it means very different things because you've got the amalgamation of like, Christians and Muslims and everything. Like, so what does it mean when somebody says they're like when you say you're Lebanese, does it just mean that you come from the nation of Lebanon, or what does that mean to you?
Yeah, it's just from the nation. So there used to be a time when, everyone in Lebanon does that. Even Hezbollah, ironically, even though a lot of people think, so it used to be the idea that Syrians and a lot of the rest of the Arab world was really annoyed by Lebanon because it stood out from the rest of the Arab world, because the Christians, the Maronites, wanted to be more like Europe. They they called themselves Phoenician and not Arab. So Lebanese used to be this kind of like almost like a mistake in the Middle East, and Syrians kind of like wanted this idea of Greater Syria instead, and that's probably what would have happened were it not for the Maronites. So, but nowadays, people in Lebanon, even the ones who are pro-Hezbollah or pro-Syria or whatever, will generally still identify as Lebanese, and they'll use the flag and everything else.
Do people who are in Hezbollah, do they identify as Lebanese?
Yeah. They wave Lebanese flags and everything. This was part of like Nasrallah's sort of drift into politics as well as militarism, was that he was willing to make a lot of compromises on the idea of calling for an Islamic Lebanon and for Lebanon to just be an extension of Iran and all that shit. They moderated a lot of those ideas, or just kind of kept or toned them down as a way to play the Lebanese game and just get support from Sunnis and Christians as well.
Gotcha.
Okay. Second question. I was going to look into this, but I can't now because she privated her account. That disabled person. Was there anything in their Twitter history that was to do with attacking people for immutable characteristics?
I don't remember why.
What's your position on attacking people for immutable characteristics, like in a non-responsive way?
It's probably generally not okay.
But it's sometimes okay.
Probably not. I don't think so. It's probably something you should avoid.
Okay.
Oh,
why'd you do it?
never mind. I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
The okay, I guess this is a first order or second order move thing. The I think it's really weird, and I guess actually never mind. I see what you're saying because now I'm rereading my tweet. I feel like it's really weird that people list disabilities in their profile. I don't know why people do it. So when she tweeted at me, she goes, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" And then I click her profile and I see she has like disabled and all this written right in it. I'm like, okay, I guess not as much as what's wrong with you. I'm not making fun of the fact that she's disabled. I'm making fun of the fact that she's advertising it on her fucking Twitter page. It's just weird as fuck to me. But I see how it kind of just looks like I'm making fun of her for being disabled.
Yeah. Especially, because I thought Mr. Gusano Crocker was against attacking immutable characteristics, but
Yeah, generally, but I'm going to probably, like, for instance, I don't think it's okay to be racist, but I attack HASAN all the time for calling himself Middle Eastern and Turkish and Muslim.
yeah, but that's because he's like the way he engages with, but it's like there's a prompt there.
Yeah, no, yeah, I
right?
understand,
Like,
but I'm saying just like I wouldn't make fun of somebody for having like a mental disability, but if you're like if you're advertising it for no reason and then attacking other people, like what's wrong with that's just I just think that's weird. I guess I understand why some people can do it if you're like an advocate in these groups or something, but when people are just like throwing up their mental disabilities on their profiles, I think that's weird. I understand what you're saying though. It looks like I'm attacking her for it, and maybe some people could interpret it that way, in which case I'll think about that in the future. But I just think it's weird. That's what I was shitting her for.
Okay. I'm coming to America soon.
Cool. Are you gonna be here for the election?
Yeah.
Awesome. Are you
I was
coming to
kinda
our
worried
stream
if,
for the election?
Yeah. I mean, I think Erudite mentioned it to me. So
Cool. Okay.
is this like the election watch, right? Is that what you called it?
Yeah, we're doing election night. Yeah.
Yeah, I got asked to go to that. So if that's the same thing, then yeah. If Kamala wins, I feel like MAGA people might just go fucking mental. And then I've already been accused of being a foreign interference operative a few times because of the progressive victory thing. So
Yeah.
there might be trouble. Yeah, I don't know.
I heard a
see
rumor
how
that
it
there
goes.
was some fucking African dude that was buying up social media companies in the United States using Qatari and Saudi money. So I think you're fine.
Cool. Okay. Take care, all right?
I love you. Be careful, bye.
Bye.
Wait. Fuck.
It is an Israeli-owned company.
I can't watch her. I'm gonna lose my mind. I can't do it. I can't do it. I'll get permabanned if I watch these people. I can't. Don't link Denim streaming here anymore. This is a very complicated Arab identity problem. Everyone feels like they belong to the Arab umbrella by virtue of them speaking the same or derivatives of the same language and believing in more or less the same religion, but they still keep distinct localized and unique cultural aspects. So usually most people would identify with their country of origin, not their ethnicity. Yeah, this is like, it's strange because I've heard so much. I feel like it would be amazing to do like a journey through the Middle East, like on foot, so that I could get an understanding of what people actually think. Because I've heard so much back and forth. Like I think I've even repeated some of these on stream before. Oh, like people in Iraq don't consider themselves Iraqi citizens because they don't identify strongly with their country. If you're Kurdish, you don't. But if you're like an Arab that lives in Iraq, you probably do. One thing that I kind of took for granted too, and I used to repeat this as well before I studied, like the Israeli history, is that all of these borders in the Middle East are totally arbitrary. They were totally just drawn up by Britain and they mean nothing. I mean, like, they kind of were, but the borders have stuck for like 80 years. They don't change. So, I mean, like, there's something to that. As silly as that might sound, aside from Jewish people, and I guess a little bit in Turkey, like in the beginning, it's not like there's been mass population transfers. Like, these people fight pretty hard for the nation. Yemen has been pretty fucked up, to be fair. Yemen is probably the most fucked up, but I don't know anything about the Arab states in North Africa, though. So North Africans, for example, Egyptians prefer national identity over Arab. That's true. There is a reason for that, but I haven't studied the Ottoman Empire. But it was called something, even in the Ottoman Empire. I always want to say like the Khedivar, but it's not that. Maybe if I just spell this. What was this called? Oh, the Khedivite of Egypt. this state had like, I think, more autonomy in the Ottoman Empire than some of the other ones. Like Egypt had a fairly strong identity, but I don't know enough about it to say for sure. But them and the Turks were like, we're our own place. Yeah, sure. Well, the Turks especially, yeah. But did you see this? The Elon canvassing thing? No, there's so much shit.
I worry about...
Today I'm going to try to do as much HASAN, Ethan, and Asmongold as possible because I don't want to spend more than one day on it. I really don't want to fight with leftists right now because of the upcoming election and everything, so... Wait, no, most Arabs love their national identity. Destiny, I'm Jordanian, they would be allowed to... Yeah, that's literally what I just said, yes. Wow, Sophia, thanks for the tier 4 sub, buddy. Did you see Ethan's most recent upload? No, I have not.
Hello, everybody.
Are you taking a break from politics in general after the election? I truly have no idea. I'm probably going to just go like a month into Factory or something. I don't know right now. What's the best way to convince the undecided in your opinion? Who the fuck knows? Did you guys all watch my interview last time with that Tom Bill? I never know how to pronounce his name. I should learn how to pronounce it, actually, just to be respectful. Is it Bill U?
Dave Smith, welcome to the show.
Oh,
thank you so much.
God. That's his thing. When I talk to this guy, both on his show and off of his show, he has a really good thought process. Like when I listen to him speak and then when I kind of like drill a little bit on him epistemically, he has a really good thought process. But he was like an RFK supporter / hesitantly Trump supporting person. I don't know how. Am I the one who's brain broken? I don't understand what's happening. All these tech bros. I fly out to LA in a week and I do an interview with him over election stuff. I don't know. I guess we'll... Audience captured? No, it doesn't come off as audience captured to me. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Here's my undecided voter impression. J6 bid progress? No clue. They're working on it. How did the Jubilee event go? I'm not really allowed to talk about it before it comes out. Fuck, there are a lot of things I want to say. It should release soon. Andrew's talked about it a little bit. You can go watch him talk about it. It was some memes. I'll wait until after it launches, though. I don't want to violate my NDA or whatever. I just don't want to have a bad relationship with him. The truth is lost in the noise. Bro. Denims explains why the word was on the chart.
What? Then why was it on the chart? Can you explain why it was on the chart? Can you explain why it was on the chart? Can you explain why it was on the chart? Because it's the most famous hummus brand in the United States, and it sucks. I implore you to list me another hummus brand that people know about in the United States.
Oh, this was 3 hours ago. I wonder if she even knew about it prior to this. Fuck, because this is her response today.
I do. Why are you comparing that to Arabs in a tier list? I'm Arab and I'm in the Sabra hummus category. I was literally in the category. What the fuck are you on about? What are you on about?
God, there's so much. This mic is so overly compressed. It's driving me fucking crazy.
What the fuck are you on about? What are you on about? I can't. Ethan Klein, get off your burner.
It's actually insane. She has crushed the dynamic range of this microphone. It's crazy. It's like it's like this is like how much difference there is between the lows and the highs. Oh my God.
Off your burner account, okay? Please.
Unbelievable.
Please get off your burner account.
Unbelievable.
Okay. Rui Yor, thank you so much for the prime.
That poor $350 microphone just being absolutely obliterated. Okay, sorry. I opened my Google Drive today. Dude, I can't tell if I'm the guy. If I'm becoming that guy who's old. I open it up and there's these two new things and it says ask a question about a file and learn about a topic. It's AI. Is this going to be in every single fucking thing? I don't care. I don't want it. I don't need it. I don't need an AI help guy on every fucking program thing ever. Please, God, stop. Does anybody use this shit? Holy fuck. Ugh. If you're using a workspace account, you can disable Gemini in the Google admin console. Excuse me, what? Google Workspace. Also, are websites rebelling against the GDPR now by making it so that you can just never, ever, ever have your account remembered? Is anybody running into this like increasing issue on sites where even if you click remember me, it doesn't remember you? Like as soon as you close the browser, as soon as the session is gone, like you have to redo all of your 17-factor authentication bullshit again? Oh, wrong password. Oh, cool. I don't even know. I don't know what it is. It's not this? Oh, it is. Fucking PayPal is so annoying now. It does it all the time. And then I have to... Everything on the internet is just pissing me off lately. Searching is so bad. Amazon is so... On Amazon and Google, I've got to scroll so much when I search for things to get over the sponsored results. Can you just give me... I'm not trying to sound... I am out of touch. I am. I don't care. I'm so rich now, okay? I want a paid-for internet where it's like $200 a month and there's just no sponsored links anywhere. I'll pay the money for it. I'll pay $200 a month to have no sponsored, and then you can just take my money when I search shit. I'll pay per search. Oh my God, it's so shit. Have you set up a NAS server yet? We can talk at the end of stream about that. Bro, online networking is also an issue. But I think that might have to do with like boomer shit as well. That I'm extrapolating a lot because I don't know a lot about network engineering, so I just have to make guesses. But trying to send files to people over the internet, I don't even know if you can really do this anymore. I think it's just impossible because a long time ago, I'm totally not educated in any of this. So beware, you're getting a retard opinion on this, okay? This is what it felt like. A long time ago, okay, you've got homes and they're like, hey, how do we connect to each other, okay? And then you've got your whatever, your tier 1 ISPs, tier 2, tier 3, okay? And what'll happen is you'll connect and they'll be like, oh, okay, how do we route you? Oh, what's the quickest hop here? And then to this guy and then to this guy and then boom, oh, cool. And the whole internet was like, how do we route people efficiently to each other, okay? Now what you have are these massive CDNs, okay? And there are 50 trillion edge servers that copy data. Everyone is like routing, peering. What's that? If you don't have 50 million copies of your fucking files spread to every fucking random ass edge server on the internet, we actually don't give a fuck. Peering? What the fuck is that? Oh, you're sending a request to download and it's not from fucking Amazon or Google? Well, sorry. 15 megabits per second. That's the best that I can do. But you want to grab some information off of a massive CDN? Oh, yeah. Let me go ahead and throw you a 4 gigabit per second link here. You're good, dude. Oh, you want to send data to that dude in the city next to you? Sorry, man. What's your connection? 5 gigabits per second. Best I can do is 20 megabits per second intermittently. Like, we just don't give a fuck about peer-to-peer anymore, which I guess is fine. Whatever, it works. It makes sense for 99% of people. It's fine, but. Oh my God. It's all good. At the end of stream today, my questions are going to be about a mesh net. I don't know if I should try that next. I'm using SyncThing, and it's okay, but it just sucks that I have like all this internet, and the fastest that I can send data to people is like 100 megabits per second. And it's like, really? That's all I get out of my fiber line? Okay. Seems kind of cringe, but... Oh, wait, hold on. I was going to turn off this Gemini shit. You said I can actually turn this off? Please. Gemini. Upgrade to Gemini Business. No. I want to turn it off. Search for Gemini. Features. Gemini for Workspace. Allow users to request light. No. Save. Turn that off. Application settings. Off for everyone. Allow all users to access Gemini. No. Or allow users with a Gemini for Workspace as a... No. Just save. Get no. Turn all this shit off. God, it's so cringe. God, it's like the new... It's just cringe. I don't need this ever. Okay, so now when I go to Google Drive, will it not show this anymore? Home. It's just there. It's underneath my folders. Ask a question about a file. Learn about a topic. Ask my AI that I invested so much money in. It might take 24 hours to propagate. Okay. Ask it how to disable itself. Oh, shit, you're right. Home. Learn about a topic. Tell me the key takeaways of file 1 and 2. No. How do I turn you off so you never appear again? Question mark. It's thinking. You can turn off Gemini in 2 ways. Turn off Gemini app activity. This will prevent Gemini from saving your conversations and using them to respond. No. Turn off Gemini as a core service. This will disable it for everyone in your organization. Okay, I think I already did that. Okay, go to apps activity. Wait, no, this is the wrong thing. Support Google. Turn off Gemini's for everyone in your organization. In the Google admin console. It didn't even link me to the right fucking thing. That's okay. That's okay, don't care. Can I have some money, Master Disaster? No. Thank you for the $10, though.
Buddy, it's Ethan Klein from my basement.
What's up, Ethan?
Beautiful Friday evening. My kids just went to sleep, and I opened Reddit to browse my community, who I love so well. And at the top of the subreddit is this very lovely clip entitled, "Just a casual panel provided by Twitch at their con, broadcasted on their official channel." What is it? Well, it's a panel hosted by Frogan and 4 of her friends, in which they have a tier list where they rate people where good is Arab and bottom is loves Sabra. Sabra is a very popular hummus brand. I know in Israel, it's pretty much in everybody's refrigerator, and it's kosher. They're an American company, but they've been the subject of the pro-Palestine boycott. I mean, it's kind of just Arab good, Jew bad. I mean, I'm having a hard time seeing this any other way, and what's crazy is that I've been suspecting that Twitch has an anti-Semitism problem. Obviously, it started with HASAN platforming Houthi terrorists and showing unfettered terrorist propaganda on his channel. But now, they've unbanned Sneeko.
Down with the Yahood! Down with the Yahood!
And they've just unbanned Fresh and Fit this week. These are 2 of the most prolific Jew-hating creators on the entire internet. And these are the 2 they've targeted to bring
It
back.
is.
Now,
It is insane. I have no idea, bro. It's wild to me.
taking this all in account, here's an officially sanctioned event at TwitchCon. Let's take a look at it and see what exactly is Twitch endorsing here.
Okay.
It's the perfect transition to our first person, Hassan.
Yeah.
Gee, I wonder where they're going to put Hassan. I'm going to guess they're going to put him in Arab.
Hassan is Turkish. But he's a brother,
Yeah.
you know? So
Yeah, I think he'd be on Arab coding.
I mean, I would put him in Arab to be
I
honest.
would put him also in Arab.
Which is great. That's the good one. That's the one you want.
Austin, let's go down the line.
He's
Arab.
Arab. He's Arab.
Arab.
He's
Actually
Arab.
Lebanese. Like,
Yeah.
Good job. Good job, Austin.
The next person is one of my favorite people, Ethan Klein.
I told you guys to clap.
This is a good reaction.
That was a good one. That's
Ooh, Jewish.
Where's the? You guys are missing a category for Zionist. That was a joke. That was just a joke in my.
Zionist, I think, is also like another brand of hummus or something. It has nothing to do with Jews, though.
stand up, stand up, stand up.
We're very proud of you, Denim, for bringing anti-Semitism right on stage, and you guys are killing it. And may I point out here, Chevron.
It's also so cringe because they don't even hate Jews well. They're like, it's like the whitest brand of Arab and the whitest brand of anti-Semitism. Like, if I was a modern Nazi, or if I was like an ex-Nazi, looking at the modern neo-Nazi movement, I would lose my mind, right? Somebody give me the meme of the Hispanic Nazi grabbing the guy's hand on Twitter. It was a good-ass meme, right? If I was like an ancient, if I was an older Arab, if I was a modern Arab, and I'm looking at like the whitest fucking kid Arabs in the United States that hate you, they don't even have good anti-Semitism. They don't even know like the best like anti-Semitic hits. It's just like this cringy, like corporate safe, like child, like, oh God, it's so cringe.
We're very proud of you, Denim, for bringing anti-Semitism right on stage, and you guys are killing it. And may I point out here, Chevron, Capcom, and Samsung. Do you know?
Wait, are their logos actually listed right by? Oh shit, I didn't even realize it. Bro, what the fuck?
Do you know that there is an Arab to Jew tier list happening in front of your sponsor? And you guys were so kind to sitting right in front of them. Chevron, Samsung, and Capcom. By the way, a bit of irony. I love that they're boycotting hummus and sitting in front of a Chevron logo. Like, yeah, I wonder which one's doing more damage. Okay. We know Twitch is like place favorites with everything. If they were really serious about anti-Semitism, Sneeko and Fresh and Fit would never have been brought back to the platform. It's just a no-brainer, right? But they were welcomed back with open arms. And I mean, their whole platform essentially for the past year has just been anti-Semitism. I'm not even kidding. And that's literally all they talk about. I don't know what to say. You know, I've been put in this position where like, I watch this clip and I'm like, what the fuck am I actually watching? This is mad.
Bro, again, like I said, and I'll say it a million times. I said this actually, God, I'll reiterate this. Bro, if you're white, oh my God, what a great world to be in. We just don't have to give a fuck about anything related to your race. It's just so easy and nice. I just go outside and I'm white. I'm an individual. People treat me like it. I don't have to worry about shit. I love it. God, I love being white. When we did the mixed race black arc, oh my God. All of the, if you're bored, there was a decent amount of talk about this with Glenn Laurie on Bridges, where we had a conversation over this. And just listening to him talk about like his fear of failure, because he was working at a school. 3 of his colleagues went on to win like Nobel Prizes in economics. I don't know if it's technically a Nobel in economics. It might be a different name or whatever. And like, because he's black, he's got like other like identity issues in terms of how it's just so much. It's just so much shit if you're African-American or if you're mixed race. Okay, African immigrants don't count. Fuck you guys. If you're African-American or if you're mixed race, it's just so much shit that you have to deal with from fucking everybody. From white people who will never see you as white, obviously. From black people who the fuck knows what it even means to be black? Does it mean you have to live in the hood? Does it mean you have to be poor? Does it mean you can't have a white woman? Does it mean that you can't work at a college? Does it mean you have to speak a certain way? Does it mean you have to have a certain job? Does it mean that when you become successful, you have to go back to your community? Does it mean you have to donate to your community? If you leave your community, are you a traitor? Are you a race traitor? There's like a trillion fucking issues in terms of what it even means to be like a successful black person. Yeah, fuck everything having to do with that. And then now for Jewish people, holy shit. God, I'm so glad I'm not Jewish. To see like the so blatant, outward, insane, crazy anti-Semitic shit is just so wild. I mean, you get more hate than I ever could. As an Arab in the West, your struggles are valid. Wait, I don't know if that's true. I feel like we got to separate worlds. I feel like online, the Arab shit is really popular. I think in the real world, I think if you were Arab and you lived in outside of cities in America, I think you would still have a really weird time. I think older Americans still have really negative associations with Arabs. Remember that when Trump came in, he wanted to ban all Muslims from immigrating to the United States. Remember that. I have to keep remembering. I have to remind you guys to keep delineating the real world from this online world. It's a different place, you know.
I need to say something. Chevron, Samsung, and Capcom, they deserve to know. You know, I know Capcom put in a Shmuley the Rabbi in the next Street Fighter game, who attacks with dreidels and throws foreskin. So they are very in touch with the Jewish identity. So we're going to have to ask them. That's it.
Agreed, but hate crimes against Jews are super high right now. Yeah, but that's because of another weird thing where there is a certain group of people in the United States that we're never allowed to criticize as well, who can get away with literally anything. I don't want to say who it is. It was the black people. Okay. Yeah, but not like you can't talk about like anti-Semitic hate crimes because the people implicated in that are generally African American, and for a variety of reasons you can't talk about African Americans and anything really. So it's just like all of it is so stupid. God, it's all so fucking stupid.
Enjoy the weekend. I know there's going to be lots of obfuscating and excuses for this video, and you know, let's be real, guys. Let's just look at this optically. Imagine this flipped: Super Jew and colonizer on the bottom, right? And I go Frogan. We know where she goes.
I want to yank you back into the Arab identity problem. As a North African Arab, I have little, if nothing, in common with Palestinians, for example. We don't speak the same dialect of Arab. We don't necessarily share the same system of governance. We both have unique mythology and stories. Hell, even our ethnic makeup is very different. The one thing connecting us to the vestiges of Arab conquests and Islam as a religion. Yeah, so one of the things that I thought was interesting, I think we watched all of my Mordecai Kadar interview, right? Is even though Arabs all across the Middle East, like Europe, the Middle East, North Africa, they call it Arab, the dialects are actually quite different. Like, I don't remember if he said it was this extreme, but like a Moroccan Arab speaking Arab might have difficulty understanding or reading Arabic from like Syria. Like the dialects are that different. They're extremely different. Not so much that I don't think it would be completely different language, but it would be challenging. Maybe there's an actual Arab in here. Maybe you can correct me if I'm wrong, or somebody that speaks Arabic. One of the funniest things, and it's so funny because I feel like it's a pervasive rumor that happens on all sides, is this idea of Arab unity or Islamic unity, right? And it's like, it feels like it's a myth that Arabs tell themselves. It's a myth that Jews tell themselves. And then it's like a myth sometimes that the rest of the world tells themselves, whether it's defending Arabs or attacking Arabs, but it's never worked out since the collapse of the Ottoman Empire. And even in the Ottoman Empire, there was some infighting. But like, it's just they're not unified, but they want to be, and they tell themselves they are sometimes, depending on the enemy. And then the world sees them that way, whether they're progressives defending Arabs broadly or people that want to hate on Arabs broadly. But this Arab unity is just this idea that has not materialized in a good way for 100 years. It's just interesting to see how it plays out, yeah. But whatever. Are most Arabs Muslim? I think the vast majority of Arabs are Muslim, yes.
Oh, she goes to the bottom. Like, let's be fucking real. Okay, no one else would get that treatment. So don't even try to pretend or act like this is some innocent little mistake and that one of the guys there is Jewish. I just don't care. I'm glad you have a Jewish friend. That's very nice. But at the end of the day, let's get real, okay? Get your shit together. Hello, everybody.
Wow. 30 years, everybody was in its countries, and you had zero of problems of this kind that are now corrupting everything. Globalism failed completely. This will be worse than the Soviet Union collapse. The only thing that globalism failed in is defending itself. That's like globalism just needs to put out better arguments in favor of it. To say that the world is not better now than it was 30 years ago, you're just insane. You're crazy. You're insane and you're crazy. It's just not at all true. I read some post on Lay Epic Reddits, some dude that like deleted Twitter. And he talked about how he stopped, like his impression when he had Twitter on was that like the country is fucking falling apart. Illegal immigrants are flooding in, the government is destroying everything, corporations, like it's just, everything is just completely fucking gone to shit. And he mentioned that once he deleted Twitter and he just paid more attention to like outside every day, and he avoided like, you know, crazy, like news stations, talk radio, whatever. The world is great. It's fine. You've got neighbors and people to talk to. Most people are working, have decent jobs, they get paid a decent amount. Stuff is pretty expensive right now, but most stuff is going great. Most stuff is going great. I have some issues. We've always had some issues. You work through them. When it comes to mixed race issues, when I was in school, I was called the N-word by white kids and treated as an outsider by black adults. As an adult, mixed race life is weird. Well, you should have done blackface. That's what Drake did. I have no fucking idea how to attack anti-establishment rhetoric as well as you do. I don't even do it well. It's impossible to do it. It's like the Democrats fighting against the conservatives. The problem is that you can't say that things are going well right now because as soon as you do, people call you out of touch. And it's like, okay, well, fuck me, I guess. In that case, yeah, everything is actually fucking terrible right now. Like, talk to me more as you talk about how you like have just finished your 4-year bachelor's degree. You've had like a relatively stable upbringing for your entire life. You have no threat of like military conflict or war involving you and having to be drafted on the horizon. Like, you're not absolutely facing no kind of like homelessness or starvation. You have a decently bright future ahead of you with like, there are issues relating to like cost of housing and everything for sure. But like, yeah, people are just so doomer pilled on everything. It's like, bro, things are okay. Chill. My God, chill. Do not click that Reddit thread. You will kill yourself on stream. What is this? Please don't let Destiny watch this. Okay, Emma's in it, so already off to a bad start.
Bullprog says, FYI, Hassan has been doing worse than Apologia for groups like Hezbollah and Houthis in his reaction to Zionism. I mean, I don't know what he said, but I really don't care. To be honest, I find
That's the standard Emma take.
The like safe, cozy, rich white people in America picking apart the ideology of resistance.
Safe, cozy white people in America. Okay, she's talking about herself. Was she about to say ideology of resistance?
People in America picking apart the ideology of resistance groups.
Yep.
There's nothing to me that makes me want to like scream more. It's the height of privilege.
You know what the biggest resistance group probably is in terms of like wants to resist and is like decently successful at it is arguably Zionism, right? You know, that's kind of like the whole point of Zionism is a resistance against the rest of the world. You know that one of the things that a lot of anti-Semitic, racist, spoiled white cunts like her do is when you go to Jews and you say, why can't you guys just leave the Middle East and like go back to where you're from? Ignoring the fact that most of them are from the Middle East, but she probably doesn't know that because she doesn't know much of anything, right? Why don't you go back to Europe or back to America? Because of stuff that's happening today, this is the reason why. Because a Jew will look at you, and also I would have called a Jew a retard for saying this probably a year ago, maybe 6 months ago. I would have said, you're fucking retarded, bro. Because a Jew will look at you and a Jew will say, well, you know, so you say go back to Europe, okay? You had bad experiences in Europe. You say go back to America, you know, maybe America could be okay. I know that you guys don't like to talk about it very much, but the KKK hated more than just black people, okay? We kind of just want our own place to like chill, you know? No offense to you guys, but we just kind of want our own place to chill, right? This is the reason why, okay? It's because of this type of shit, right? Because at the end of the day, nobody will defend fucking Jewish people. They're outsiders culturally, okay? They like to hold on to their own religion. They kind of like to, you know, look out for their own people and everything because of this, like a response to a lot of other things. They don't feel like they're accepted well into countries that they go to, and they don't have like good institutional protections if shit gets wild. For another example, let's see the United Nations.
And it's just such Western chauvinism. So I support Hassan 100%. I think it's great that he had that Houthi kid on back in the day. And we should be understanding.
Oh, so he was a Houthi now, or was he not? It's always crazy that sometimes he is a Houthi and he isn't a Houthi.
More why Houthis, Hezbollah, all of these folks are resisting.
Oh, the Houthis and Hezbollah. Okay. By the way, if you're ever curious who hates Arabs more than anybody else, these people hate Arabs. They hate them. They hate them. You know why you know they hate them? It's because they support the biggest Arab murderers, okay? The biggest Arab slaughterers, all right? Which are people like Hezbollah, people like the Houthis, okay? These guys kill Arabs more than any other motherfucker in the world. There are ultra-Zionist Jews, Ben Giver, these people are seething in their settlement West Bank homes. Like, God, I wish I could kill as many Arabs as the Arabs do because they're so fucking good. And I wish I could get props for it from all these white people in the West, okay?
Yes, I
and honestly, I'm like, that's what Klein is like. What he was saying.
The Matt Binder guy looks uncomfortable. Oh, that's because he's probably experiencing hands-free orgasm right now, so his face is kind of weird on it.
What he was saying there too, Ezra Klein, like this just like reflexive characterization of Palestinians or Arabs as just savages is disgusting, and it's widespread and shared on the Democratic and Republican side. And liberal Zionists are going to have to confront their own racism. They're unwilling to. You saw that in the Ezra Klein clip. But these are resistance groups, and picking apart what they believe. I mean, it's just it's
as if it hasn't been massively influenced by the colonial, divide and conquer strategy.
We propped up religious fundamentalist groups in the region for that very reason, so it could make it easier for people. And look, I love Bullprog. I mean, I'm not trying to pick on you, but it's just like.
But this is frustrating. And
I disagree with the criticism of Hasan very strongly on this.
And the
front.
smearing of people on this front as terrorist sympathetic, as opposed to just fucking mature. I'm sorry, I love Bullprog too, but like this sort of thing that's going around, especially when fucking supporters of Israel want to talk about policing other people's ideology. Nah, fuck off.
Yeah.
Do you think that... I'm so curious what you asked them. Do you think like ISIS was bad? I wonder what they would say. Do you think that ISIS was bad? I bet they would say, well, actually, we funded them. The only reason ISIS existed was because of Obama. I wonder what they would actually say if you asked them. Do you think Al-Qaeda was bad? What do you think about the Taliban? Hey, Destiny, relating to Arab identity and its relation to religion, my wife's family are all Coptic Christians from Egypt. They would never identify as Arab, while a majority of Muslim Egyptians do. How do I not blackpill myself on this shit when people just keep spewing these I'm better than you moral talking points and no facts? I don't know. I just don't know whether... I know why. It's just annoying. Why are we not deporting people that encourage and support terrorists? I don't give a fuck what they are resisting. If they are against America, we should not support them. I mean, there needs to be some kind of... we need to be able to talk about... we should be able to disagree with each other in here. It's just... I just don't like the lies. I don't like the lies. Just don't lie. Do you see Lycan's tweets? Yeah, they're unhinged. I don't know what you want me to say. Isn't the big question rather or not the total number of civilian casualties is worth the eradication of the obviously? But no, it's not. It's not worth it. That's not even worth. I would never talk about that anymore, and I won't. And if I do, you should spam my chat. Destiny, you said you weren't going to talk about this. No, because it's because I'm shortcutting more conversations because I'm trying to get more to the point of things. This is why I stopped just signing peace, going like, don't take this argument seriously. That's not a real argument. That's a fake argument, right? It's just like the argument where people say in 1947. For Resolution 181, right? That's what it was, right? The reason why the Arabs were so mad was because the Palestinians were only getting, 40% of the land, even though 60%, was the total makeup or whatever, right? That doesn't matter. If it would have been 20% for the Jews, it would have been too much. If it would have been 10%, it would have been too much. If it would have been 5%, it would have been too much. That's bullshit, right? Same thing with the number of casualties. If there were only 10,000 civilian deaths in the war in Gaza, they would still say it's too many. If there were 5,000, they would say it's too many. If there were 1,000, they would say it's too many. When Israel did the targeted pager attack against Hezbollah the one girl that died, that's too many. It's always too many. So don't ever play the game of like, well, wait, how many civilian it's not worth it. They don't care. Again, they're not even arguing. They're not even pretending to argue. It's not even real. They're not real arguments.
Hey, dude.
What?
Let's troubleshoot in like a minute. Is that cool?
What are we troubleshooting?
The spaces.
Oh,
I don't know.
I just have to open it, right?
Yeah, we had some audio stuff last time. Or not. You could just do it too.
Wait, what was our... Hold on. You're so loud. Wait. What do you mean we had... Are you just saying... I'm just going to host it, okay? And then I'll drag you in, I think?
Yeah.
Okay. Create your space. I see a lot of anti-Arab sentiment and anti-Muslim sentiment in the chat. Really? I'm not seeing it. It could be there and I'm just not seeing it. I mean, you shouldn't hate on Arabs. You shouldn't hate on Muslims. You should be careful about people that are crazy about Islam. The same way that you are when people weaponize Christianity. It's an issue where the white college kids are more crazy than the actual people. Because I've said this a million times, okay? The Arabs that are in the United States are so cool and so chill, okay? We don't have like crazy terrorist attacks. We don't have this. And by the way, the Arabs that live in Israel, who have the Palestinian Arabs that have the biggest reason in the world to want to do mass terrorisms and murders, okay? They're fucking... Imagine if we had 80 million Arabs living in the United States, okay? That's what it's like in Israel for Jewish people, right? What is it, 2 million Palestinian Arabs living in Israel, not the West Bank and the Gaza Strip, but Israel proper with Israeli citizenship, to 7 million Jewish people, and for the most part, they get along fine. There's not massive terrorisms every fucking day. Like, it's not an Arab problem. It's not even a Muslim or Islam, but then other people will fight the Sam Harris's, on ideology and shit. It is an ideology issue, but it's not just the people and it's not just the religion. It's this combination of ultra fucking retarded shit that like makes everything so stupid. Okay. LOL, except in that one Michigan town where they banned the rainbow flag. What is your point? I don't understand what the point is of you saying that. Are there Muslim people here that are really socially conservative? Sure. Conservatives in the United States want to get rid of gay marriage. Nationally. So I don't know what the fuck the point of that comparison is. Like, if I were to talk to Arabs in the United States in general, I'm probably going to be a lot more socially to the left. But they're not fucking terrorists. If Kamala loses, can we blame Democrats for not hardcore educating every American on the full elector plot and Pence's own words about the I don't know, maybe. I feel, you know what, actually, I would say, I wish they would have done the elector plot more than that Project 2025 bullshit. But I don't know. You guys all like 2025, and maybe I'm out of touch or I don't care about that as much, but other people really do. Okay. What do you want to talk about? Domestic policy, Trump, Kamala Harris. I don't even know what I put here. Oh, fuck it. I'll just copy this. Arguing with Trump supporters on why Kamala Harris would be a better president. Also, there's more stealth explanations or accidental revealings of underlying thoughts that I'm picking up too. When conservatives say shit like, also, by the way, what an American take. Illegal immigrants are coming here to take advantage of our welfare. Motherfucker, it's the United States of America. What fucking welfare are you fucking talking about? What the fuck are you talking about there? What, that if you're dying in the street, you can get an ambulance ride to an ER? What the fuck? Also, is that, you think the only reason somebody would come to the United States of America, where you can be the best version of yourself, you have more opportunity than probably any other country in the world, you think people come here just for our welfare? How much do you hate your country to say that? True, Destiny, but it's always important to uphold the borders. Otherwise, we have no legal immigration. It's very, very bad to let laws be transgressed. I agree with you. I think borders are important. And if I was a conservative and if I cared about the borders, it would probably be the number one issue that I would never vote for Trump on, because you guys don't care about borders. You don't care. You want open borders for the country, because when there was an opportunity to fix the border issue, you said, no, let's go ahead and not do anything and keep this open for the election. Which, you know what that means? You know what that means? You know what that tells me? It was never a big issue. Because you know what, honestly? It's probably not. Probably doesn't really impact the country that much at all. Because if it was something, if there was a knee on your fucking neck when it came to illegal immigration, you would be doing anything you could to alleviate that issue. But you didn't, because you don't give a fuck, because it probably doesn't impact you that much. You don't give a fuck. You don't care. You don't really see the impacts of it anywhere. And it doesn't at the end of the day affect you that much. Because if it did, you would have been so ass pained about Donald Trump shooting that bill down for it. So you don't give a fuck about it. You really don't. You don't care. I don't take any conservative seriously when they talk about the fucking border.